say what the old key of Solomon says about the planets and the days and hours. In the days and hours of Saturn do cons perform experiments to summon the souls from Hades, but only of those who have died a natural death. Similarly, on these days and hours do cons operate to bring either good or bad fortune to buildings, to have familiar spirits attend thee in sleep, to cause good or ill success to business, possessions, goods, seeds, fruits and similar things. In order to acquire learning, to bring destruction and to give death, and to sow hatred and discord. The days and hours of Jupiter are proper for obtaining honors, acquiring riches, contracting friendship, preserving health and arriving at all that two cans desire. In the days and hours of Mars do cons make experiments regarding war, to arrive at military honor, to acquire courage, to overthrow enemies, and further to cause ruin, slaughter, cruelty, discord, to wound, and to give death. The days and hours of the Sun are very good for perfecting experiments regarding temporal wealth, hope, gain fortune, divination, the favor of princes, to dissolve hostile feeling, and to make friends. The days and hours of Venus are good for forming friendship, for kindness and love, for joyous and pleasant undertakings, and for travelling. The days and hours of Mercury are good to operate for eloquence and intelligence, promptitude in business, science and divination, wonders, apparitions and answers regarding the future. Do cons also operate under this planet for thefts, writing, deceit and merchandise. The days and hours of the Moon are good for embassies, voyages, envoys, messages, navigation, reconciliation, love, and the acquisition of merchandise by water. Do should take care punctually to observe all the instructions contained in this chapter, if to desires to succeed, seeing that the truth of magical science dependent thereon. The hours of Saturn, of Mars, and of the Moon are alike good for communicating and speaking with the spirits, as those of Mercury are for recovering thefts by the means of spirits. The hours of Mars serve for summoning souls from Hades, especially those slain in battle. The hours of the Sun, of Jupiter and of Venus are adapted for preparing any operation whatsoever of love, of kindness and of invisibility, as is hereafter more fully shown, to which much be added other things of a similar nature, which are contained in our work. The hours of Saturn and Mars, and also the days of which the Moon is conjunct with them, or when she receives their opposition or quartile aspect, are excellent for making experiments of hatred, enmity, quarrel, and discord, and other operations of the same kind which are given later on in this work. The hours of Mercury are good for undertaking experiments relating to games, raillery, jests, sports, and the like. The hours of the Sun, of Jupiter, and of Venus, particularly on the days of which they rule, are good for all extraordinary, uncommon, and unknown operations. The hours of the Moon are proper for making trial experiments relating to recovery of stolen property, for obtaining nocturnal visions, for summoning spirits in sleep, and for preparing anything relating to water. The hours of Venus are furthermore useful for lots, poisons, all things of nature of Venus, for preparing powders, indicative of madness and the like things. But in order to thoroughly affect the operations of this art, you should thus perform them not only in the hours but in the days of the planets as well, because then the experiment will always succeed better, provided you observe as the rules laid down later on. If you omittest one single condition, you wilt never arrive at the accomplishment of the art. For those matters then which are pertinent unto the moon, such as the invocation of spirit, the works of necromancy, and the recovery of stolen property, it is necessary that the moon should be in a terrestrial sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. For love, grace, and invisibility, the moon should be in a fiery sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. For hatred, discord, and destruction, the moon should be in a watery sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. For experiments of peculiar nature which cannot be classified under any certain head, the moon should be in an Aries sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But if these things seem unto thee difficult to accomplish, it will suffice thee merely to notice the moon after her combustion or conjunction with the sun, especially just when she quits his beams and appeareth visible. For then it is good to make all experiments for the construction and operation of any matter. That is why the time from the new unto the full moon is proper for performing any of the experiments of which we have spoken above. But in her decrease or wane it is good for war, disturbance, and discord. Likewise the period when she is almost deprived of light is proper for experiments of invisibility and of death. But to observe inviolably that to commence nothing while the moon is in conjunction with the sun, seeing this is extremely unfortunate, and that thou wilt then be able to effect nothing, but the moon quitting his beams and increasing in light, do canst perform all that thou desirest, observing nevertheless the directions in this chapter. Furthermore, if thou wishest to converse with spirits, it should be especially on the day of Mercury and in his hour, and let the moon be in an Aries sign as well as the sun. Retire thou then into a secret place where no one may be able to see thee or to hinder thee before the completion of the experiment, whether thou shouldest wish to work by day or by night. But if thou shouldest wish to work by night, perfect thy work at the succeeding of night. If by day, seeing that the day beginneth with the rising of the sun, perfect thy work on the succeeding day. But the hour of inception is the hour of Mercury. Verily, since no experiments for converse with spirits can be done without a circle being prepared, whatsoever experiments therefore thou wishest to undertake for conversing with spirit, therein thou must learn to construct a certain particular circle, that being done surround that the circle with the circle of thought, for better caution and efficiency. And this was from the Key of Solomon. So, an old book and an old text, and it's quite different from the New Age books and working with the planets, but I just wanted to read it out to you so you have further things to compare to. And as always, you choose the planets to do either good or bad, and to become the best you can be and do all the best things you can do for mankind. So let's do the magic to make this world a better place. I hope you are inspired. Bye for now.